Everybody wants more deals in 2025, and the most common way that people are going about doing it is through cold outreach. Let me show you the 3 things to pay attention to that we're seeing that works, that continues to work, and what matters most. Number 1, you got to be platform agnostic. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you can't rely on a single platform or delivery method. You can't say, oh, dude, all I want to do is cold email, or all I want to do is social. That's the best way to do it. All I want to do is cold calls or knocking on doors. You have to look at it and say, I don't care what the delivery method is. I don't care what action I have to take or what the means of getting that cold outreach in front of somebody is. I just know that I want to do it because I know it's going to bring in deals. So number 1, when you're dealing with email, you got to consider that is still a viable option. Are there so many spam filters in place and so many different methodologies behind how to get your email delivered? Absolutely. Every single month, every single year, the email providers are continuing to refine it so that way users are not getting inundated with spammy cold outreach because people don't want to be bothered with that. But that's what makes the world go around, and that's how you get sales in front of them, to show them that you have a solution to their problem. So you should still consider email. You should still consider the social side of things, building a network, building a connection, engaging with people. You have to look at every single platform and say, I don't know specifically what's going to work the best, but I do know that all of these different platforms, whether it's email, social, snail mail, cold visits, cold calls, all of these tools are liable to potentially get engagement from someone because you don't know their preferred method of communication. So if you just think about it from your self standpoint, somebody can email, like myself, somebody can email me, and the likelihood of me seeing that versus me getting a text message and seeing a text message on my phone, I'm going to be more likely to see the text message because there's less people hitting me up on that versus the email side. If you try calling me, I get tons of spam calls and it's just become second nature. I look at it. If I don't know the number, if it's not my phone, if I don't recognize the city, I ignore it. You can leave me a voicemail. I'm probably not going to listen to it. I'm just going to delete it. So for me, the best way to get a hold of me is through text messages. You have to figure that out for every single contact in your database, not just, oh, this industry, what we do, we sell to lawyers, we sell to consumers, housewives, people that live in these neighborhoods. By default, I know that the best method to get a hold of everybody is going to be this single platform. You have to go into it and say, it should be one of these 3 or it should be one of these 4 platforms. So I'm going to test out on every single person, recycle through the different methods of outreach, and then determine for that specific person, where do they get engagement. So if I call somebody, I leave them a voicemail, I send them something in the mail, I send them an email, I hit them up on social, whether it's LinkedIn or B2C social like Facebook, Instagram, etc. I'm going to do all these things, and then whatever one platform I get a response from them on, that's where I'm going to triple down and say, hey, I can get their attention there. There's so many times that on the B2B side, people are just going email when you could go LinkedIn because there's less noise on that platform for them, to where if I send them a connection request and then follow up with messages, not trying to sell them, that's like the devil's in the details of the strategy of execution. But if I say I'm open to that, I'm going to try that, and it works for specific people, then that's the path you want to continue to go down. So you have to be agnostic and open to all the different platforms. Don't just assume that this market, these people, this is the one way to get a hold of them. You have to still spread your love across all the platforms, still do all the different things for that specific market. And then as people engage, triple down on that method of communication that they like and go in deeper on that. Number 2 is going to be the hook. You have to have some sort of hook or free offer. If you think that you can just message somebody and say, hey, most companies like yours are dealing with this issue and I solved that issue for you, that simply does not work. And we struggle with this as a marketing agency ourselves when we have clients come in and I'm like, okay, what's the offer? What's the free thing? What's the foot in the door? What's something I can give to value to this potential cold contact that's going to then bring them into my sales process or bring them into my marketing pipeline? Like, what is that one thing? And sometimes you talk to companies and they're like, there isn't anything. Like, we make this piece of equipment, there isn't anything we can do. Well, is there a free assessment? Is there a free audit? Is there a free calculator? How can I get this person to engage with me, whether it's download something or have you do something for them for free? Like, hey, I can just do a quick audit of your current efficiency at your company. I could do a quick audit, give you that's why free trials came out, right? Like 30 days, 7 days, 14 days free trial. Use the system. I'm giving you value for free. It takes not much of your time. Use this system, use this tool, and And then you get buy-in from them to say, hey, let's have a conversation, or let me give you a demo after you've been using it and answer any questions and look at a use case scenario of how I can take this product and conform it and customize it for you. But there has to be some sort of offer. Can it work without an offer? Yes, it absolutely can. You can send cold messages through email to people, you can leave voicemails, and you can get people that do engage, but the percentage increase or the multiplier increase if you have some sort of free offer that they find valuable, right? That's the key, is like the offer can't just be, let me pitch you on a call, like book a chat with me if you're having these issues. Will you get people to convert on that and book calls with you? Yes. But let's say that that's like 0.5% of the time. Versus if I have a free audit tool. So for instance, if I said, I want to audit your current system, like let's say you're using a technology like HubSpot, and I'm going to offer a free audit and analysis and a strategy of the platforms of how you can use a platform better, some holes in your current situation. If you're a user of that and you're like, oh, you're going to look at my system for free and provide me with value for free, yeah, I want to get on that. You can have a 3, 4, 5, 10x multiplier of your engagement and of people booking that with you if it's something valuable. So you can't go into it and say, what I have to offer is a conversation with me, because that, like I said, can work, but you're going to have a much higher multiplier of engagement if you say, what I have to offer you is this thing. And this thing is not going to take a lot of your time, and I'm going to provide you value with it. And it's not just going to be like something super fluffy. I'm going to provide you with value, and you're going to be able to take that information and do something with it. And you got it for free, so it's not a big deal. Those types of offers are the best ones that are going to get the most amount of engagement. Now, whether it is a click, whether it is in text, so click from a link, text, video format, etc., and the means of delivering it, that's going to dictate on the platform. That's going to dictate on your, like if you're doing email marketing, what's your inbox authority score? What is the ability for you to deliver an email? Like you think that you're just sending emails, they're all being delivered, but systems will show you that they're not. So have you warmed up your inbox? Have you set up all the properties correctly so that way it does get delivered? Let's say you're doing this offer through social. Like, hey, I'm going to do a giveaway right now, and all you have to do is X, Y, and Z, and that enters you into the raffle, and I'm going to pick a name, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 30-minute audit on X, Y, and Z, and at the end, you're going to have this thing, you're going to have this document, this report, and it's going to require some time from you, from the sales and marketing standpoint, to put that in, but that is priceless to them because it's just like, hey, it's free, and all I need is like, nothing in life is free, but all I need to do is give them access to this thing or have a 20-minute conversation. They're going to give me this roadmap or this blueprint. That's the best way to get attention. The last one's going to be organization. All of this information is coming together in one single place. You should use a system like HubSpot because you can tie in all the different methods. If you're doing email, if you're doing phone calls, if you're doing social, if you're doing snail mail, if you're doing paid advertising, going after a cold target audience, whether it's outbound or inbound, you want to bring everything together into a single platform so you can view the performance. And that's a step that most people miss, is that they say, I'm doing all things, and they're looking at the micro level. Let's say on email, I sent out 1,000 emails, I got a 40% open rate, a 3% response rate, and they look at that singular instance, but what is it across all emails? And then how many of those responses turn into actual deals from there? Can you track all of that back? Well, if you have a system like HubSpot, you can, and other CRM systems do it too, but HubSpot is just the best in my opinion. I've used almost every single system. So having it all organized, because then from a performance marketing standpoint, performance sales standpoint, you can then determine where's the best use of my effort and my time. If I make 1,000 phone calls and I'm not getting engagement, then maybe I don't want to do that as much and I want to focus on other areas. So if you're not tracking and organizing this data, then you couldn't possibly know what's working and what isn't. You also couldn't know what's working and what isn't from an individual standpoint. If every message that I sent in social and email outreach and phone call and ad and snail mail item to a specific contact is organized in that contact record, then I can see where he got engagement or where I got engagement from that person. Then I know what is a preferred method of communication for that specific contact. The more time that happens, the higher likelihood you are to be more efficient with your outreach, because you can see, oh, here's a trend here. I'm doing the 5 methods of cold outreach to everybody, the 5 verticals, and 26% of the people are going after this one method. So So that's more efficient and effective. And then I can know when I go and follow up with that person, reach out to them, even if after I do the foot in the door offer, and I get them to hook, how do I want to deliver it to them? What's the activity level, et cetera, et cetera. So everything's organized in a single spot. You have to have that organization if you want to try and hit any sort of revenue goals. This is what's working in 2025. I think this is going to carry over in 2026. Be open to the different platforms. You have to have some sort of offer and keep your organization tight. All right, guys, I hope you got value out of that content. If you did, share it with somebody that you know, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications. We've got over 2,000 videos here giving you value every single day. Everything that works here at Milan Media, we share with you to provide you with things that you can implement today, whether you are a small company, a single person, or work at a big organization. These are tactics that you can implement from strategy to execution. So be sure to follow along the content. If you guys want to listen to this in podcast format, go to every major podcast platform and type in Your Marketing Sucks. I will see you on the next one.